9 years ago, according to a new report from ProPublica, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas sold a house for $133,393 in Savannah, Georgia. It was a house that he co-owned with his late brother's estate and his mother. So 3 co-owners on this house. They sold it. The mother continues to live there. Thomas never reported the sale of this house or the income that he received from the sale of the house, even though disclosure laws legally require him to report any real estate sale over $1,000. So he didn't report that this house had been sold. And again, this was 9 years ago. But he also didn't report, obviously, who bought the house. Because it was his good friend, Republican billionaire mega donor Harlan Crow, the same man who has given Thomas millions of dollars in gifts that Thomas also did not disclose. So Harlan Crow, via, these little companies that they start up, the subsidiaries, shell companies, whatever you want to call them, still owns the house. He had actually at one point bought up a lot of homes in the neighborhood after he bought the Thomas house. They've sold most of those, but they still own the Thomas house where Clarence Thomas's mother still lives. And it was never revealed until ProPublica got their amazing investigative journalists to do the digging and find out this information. Information that, by the way, has been out there for 9 years. And it's only just now being uncovered. Thomas hasn't disclosed his gifts from Harlan Crow in 20 years. And it's just now being uncovered. All of it, of course, being uncovered by the great folks at ProPublica. This is a violation of the law. I mean, that's very simple. The law legally says any real estate deal over $1,000, you legally have to disclose it. Thomas didn't disclose it. I mean, that should be the end of that story. It shouldn't even rise to the point where we have to talk about impeachment. We don't have the numbers for impeachment, so we shouldn't talk about it anyway, really. What should happen is that the police ought to show up at Clarence Thomas's door, put him in handcuffs, and haul him away. Right? We don't need an impeachment hearing. We can have a regular court hearing because this SOB broke the law. I mean, if all of this information that we are reading is correct, and I have zero doubt in it at all, he was legally required to disclose. He didn't disclose. So he broke the law. It's that simple. We don't need impeachment hearings. We don't need investigations. We need this man to be arrested immediately. That's the point we are at. Because we're not going to be able to impeach him. It doesn't matter. Look, we could find evidence that he goes out on the weekends and hunts people for sport. Republicans are still not going to impeach one of their strongest conservative allies on that court to allow President Biden to put a liberal up there. That ain't going to happen. Doesn't matter. Arresting him is what needs to happen. And in the meantime, we need to work on legislation, not that we're going to be able to pass it with the Republican House. We've got to put term limits in place. We have to have a strict new code of laws regulating these justices. Something has to be done because that Supreme Court right now is 100% completely lawless. It is a disgrace to the United States. It is a disgrace to the history of that institution. They are acting like they are above the law. And of course, specifically Clarence Thomas, but overturning 50 years of judicial precedents, that also goes against everything the court stands for. Everything the court is supposed to do. Precedent is precedent for a reason. This court is a friggin' joke, and Clarence Thomas should be arrested today. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.